All right, as a fan of both, I gotta give my honest opinion and react to the situation featuring Lil Wayne and Kendrick Lamar. Basically, Kendrick Lamar got chosen over Lil Wayne to headline Super Bowl halftime show, which is one of the biggest shows, if not the biggest show in sports history. One of the biggest shows in general to headline as an artist. Now, here's my thing, okay? Before I get into all the other stuff. In 2013, the Super Bowl was in New Orleans. Might I add you, this is a perfect time for Lil Wayne. Like, that was a perfect time for him to have that performance in New Orleans. But that's the same year Beyonce literally shut down the Superdome. That's the year the Ravens came back at the halftime when Beyonce shut the electricity down. You feel me? And the Ravens came back and won in 2013. So there might have been uproar that Lil Wayne didn't get picked for that as well. I get it. But at the end of the day, it is Beyonce. Okay. 12 years later, we're in 2025. I think that Lil Wayne may be out of his performing prime. Never say he's not a great performer. Okay. I'm a fan of both. I love Wayne and Kendrick. I love both their music. But what I'm saying is, in 2025, his performing prime, I feel like would have been way better, way more prestige and elite in 2013. Okay, so I think that's where the outroar should be. Even though Beyonce performed, she did a phenomenal job, by the way, might I add. But what I'm saying is I think there should have been more uproar back then. If there was, like I said, I wasn't super into all that type of drama back then. You know what I'm saying? I was worried about playing basketball and other things. But what I'm saying is that there should have been a lot of uproar back then as well. So in reality, if we look at it, we're not talking about discography. We're not talking about how many hits they got. We're not talking about albums, things of that nature. We're talking about current day right now. If we were to see Lil Wayne perform a Super Bowl, okay, I would pray that it's not like this.
I need your hands up. Hands up. I need your hands up. Hands up. Let's go.
I'm a millionaire. I'm a young money millionaire. Tougher than Nigerian. My criteria compared to your courageous isn't fair. I'm a venereal disease like a menstrual.
Like, hear me out. That's one of my favorite Wayne songs. A millionaire, I'm a young money millionaire, tougher than Nigerian hair. My criteria is rare, but your career just isn't fair. I'm a venereal disease like a menstrual, bleed through the pencil, elite on the sheet of the tablet in my mind, cause I don't write cause I ain't got time. What? That energy from that music video alone was way different than that. That was the most recent I've seen Lil Wayne perform. Mind you, quick story time, okay? Back to full screen for me. I am at Hall of Fame, Basketball Hall of Fame last year. Okay, it was in I want to say it was in Boston, Springfield, Massachusetts. I forget where the Hall of Fame is. I forgot. Anyways, after all the stuff went down, after Dwayne Wade got inducted, you know what I'm saying, he had a party, so we ended up at the party, right? Lil Wayne performs, comes out, and guests is surprised. I'm outside getting some water, and all of a sudden I hear a milli. I'm like, okay, yeah, and then all I hear is "you dig." And he's like, make some noise for D-Wade. I'm like, wait. I'm like, is this thing on stage? So I run back. I'm sprinting. Right? I'm like, oh, I gotta see this. My first time ever seeing Lil Wayne perform live. I was honestly not disappointed. I was a little like, I wish I was disappointed at the fact that I wish I would have caught Lil Wayne in the prime of his performing career to see a top-notch performance. I've watched Lil Wayne perform before on TV, and must I say, I was like, man, I wish I was there watching this, okay? But what I'm saying is this. In recent, today, I think Kendrick would be a better performer for the Super Bowl. And that's not me downgrading Lil Wayne. I can give one man props that are downgrading another. And I will say this. When it comes to music, Lil Wayne is second to none, bro. The best rapper I've ever heard in his prime. Metaphors, bars, you name it. Lil Wayne, to me, was the GOAT. Is the GOAT I mean, lyrically, bro, I've never heard nothing like Lil Weezy, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, mixtape Weezy. We talking about no ceilings. Like, the Carter 2, 3. You feel what I mean? So, let's not downplay one another. Let's not downplay Kendrick in the same light. Just because Lil Wayne didn't get picked doesn't mean we attack Kendrick. Now, if you want to have your beef with Jay-Z in the NFL and things of that nature, then by any means. But when it comes to the artists, we have to respect these two right here, man. Their craft has been beautiful for the career, in my opinion. I've listened to a lot of both. And I will say this, I do think Kendrick deserves to have the Super Bowl right now in terms of performance than Lil Wayne does. Not downplaying what Lil Wayne is. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not disrespecting it. I want to give my utmost respect to Lil Wayne and everybody on that side without being disrespectful. So to me, it's not that crazy that Kendrick got the Super Bowl over Lil Wayne. Now, if this was 2013 and Kendrick got Super Bowl over, okay, we have a different conversation. In New Orleans in 2013? And Kendrick gets over Wayne? Oh, yeah. Then okay. All right. At that point, everybody has their right to be upset. But like I said, once again, in 2013, it was in New Orleans and he was in his performing prime. So I just want to see why we're not talking about that more so. Moving forward, Shaquille O'Neal's in headlines once again. I understand what everybody's doing. You're right. But you ain't that great. Calm down. We still got Diana Taurasi. We still got Asia Wilson. If you're going to give Caitlyn props, make sure our girls that are dominating in the league get the same props. Loudmouths like Chuck are always talking about hating. It's not hating. It's like, you're good, but let's slow it down a notch. As good as Caitlyn Clark is, we've had a lot of young ladies who have been doing good before and not getting props. People like props. People like props, and they want to feel good when you're talking about it. Or when you're talking about their league. It's not hating. Everybody has to wait their turn. I don't know where this came from. I would love to know the question beforehand, but it says Shaq says no one is hating on Caitlyn Clark and that she needs to wait her turn. I do disagree. I do think people are hating on Caitlyn Clark. It's not a fact of her waiting her turn. I think she's came into the league and she's performed exceptionally well after her first little rookie adjustment in that first month. Outside of that, bro, she's been playing freaking phenomenal. She's brought so many eyes to the game of basketball that weren't there. Not saying there weren't a lot of people watching basketball back then, but I mean before she came to the league. But I will say this, since she's came into the league, I guarantee you there's a certain percentage of people that are like, oh, you know what, I'm going to go actually watch the WNBA now. Now you're gaining more viewership. But also, with that comes big responsibility on the media, on the players' ends. Women have to understand that they have a lot to uphold now because you have a lot more eyes on the game. You feel what I'm saying? So I think Caitlyn Clark, it's not even the fact of her waiting her turn. I think she's here. It's like a Wemby situation, right? It's like a LeBron situation. You know what I'm saying? Like, you get these anomalies that happen once in a lifetime that you get to see them play and dominate so early. We watch Wemby freaking average almost 5 blocks a game, I think, right? Damn near was rookie of the year and defensive player of the year. The reason why I think they didn't give him defensive player of the year is because he's a rookie, and like we can't give him all that because who's the last person to have rookie of the year and defensive player of the year? You feel what I'm saying? So I'm not sure if anybody has. I paraphrasing on top of my head. I don't know. I'm just giving you an example. I think Wemby didn't have to wait his turn. You know what I'm saying? You come into play right away. What happened to the culture of kids coming in or guys coming in and saying, nah, like, wait my turn for what? I want to go out there and I want to go out there and work. I want to go out there and play against the best. I want to go out there and try to strive to be the best. You feel me? Like the wait your turn thing, I don't like that, especially for Caitlyn Clark when she came in and she didn't even say like, oh yeah, I'm about to dominate the league. Everybody else is giving hate. You know what I'm saying? She's just playing basketball. Came off the NCAA tournament. Came straight into playing basketball again. But now she has to wait her turn when she's actually averaging phenomenal stats right now. She's playing really well. So I do disagree with what Shaq is saying here. But at the same sense, though, let me go ahead and give you a sandwich compliment here. I do think Shaq means well. I think Shaq is looking from it as an OG perspective. When he's a 8 to 9 year vet and a rookie comes in, the rookie thinks that they just implement what they want to do. No. At that point, wait your turn, play. You know what I'm saying? Wait your turn. But of course, if you're good, we're going to feature you in this offense, feature you in this team to help us win. But don't come in there thinking your shit don't stink. When it comes to that example, I do agree, wait your turn. You know what I'm saying? Put some work in. But when it comes to playing basketball, I feel like you don't have to wait your turn if you're good enough to actually impact and play and help your team win. That's just my 2 cents on that. Lastly, Shannon Sharpe was actually live on IG while he was doing the nasty. I'm not going to play the video. I'm not going to play the audio. But I will say this. How in the hell do you accidentally go live on Instagram? Because mind you, if I go on IG right now and I click Instagram, okay, for me to go live, I have to literally click live and I have to press this button. So mind you, I have to go from here to live and then press the button. How does it happen accidentally? Now, I can see if you was already live and he thought you ended it, and then, you know what I'm saying, like you dropped the phone, like I just did, and you get straight to it. Then I would see, but I'm not sure if he was live beforehand. Secondly, if he wasn't live, why is he on a live tab? So I don't know, bro. Hopefully this is AI. I hope this isn't real. But then I was reading the comments and they were saying, Chad, somebody call him. So I'm like, maybe, I don't know if you can fake comment. Actually, I've seen fake comments, just like on the AMP video and stuff like that when they were doing the Hood Olympics. But I think that was good editing. They might have had like a separate account where they had guys commenting and watching and things of that nature. And then you can change the viewer count. But this one, I was seeing a lot of comments and people saying, yo, like, what the F? And I kind of heard his voice in the background. I was like, you know, maybe that sound like Pause. But yeah, you wildin', bro. I don't know how he accidentally go live. I think you might have tried to remind some people. Okay, let me stop. Anyway, that's my spiel, ladies and gentlemen. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. That's my spiel, and I'll catch you guys next time I'm on air. Sayonara. Have a blessed